Hello everyone. Now we will start to learn the software Petrel, and hopefully we can cover static modeling and also dynamic modeling using Petrel or Petrel Reservoir Engineering. All right. We are now inside the Petrel software. It's a very important and useful software for modeling and also for simulation. You can see we have here in home, we have stratigraphy, seismic interpretation, and structural modeling, property modeling, fracture modeling, reservoir engineering, well engineering, and then simulation, and also geomechanics. Many things we can do using this software, but in this video, we will start with building a simple static model. All right. We will perform static modeling with a very simple model. Okay. So from here, first we will set up the units that we will use. We go to File and then Project Setup, go to Project Settings. Okay, here we have info, statistics, coordinates, 3D settings, and others. All right, don't be scared. We will input it line by line. We go to coordinates and units. All right, and then we will use unit metric system. And then for the simulation units, so unit system is for static modeling, the unit system that we will be used in static modeling, whereas for the simulation units is the units that we will use in simulation in Eclipse, for example. And here in using Eclipse, later on we can select either field, metric system, or lab system. Yeah, we can use by default metric. Okay, and then project time, yeah, you can use the default. And then for the XY unit in meter, Z unit also in meter, area unit meter squared, volume unit meter cube, seismic time meter second, seismic velocity meter per second. Okay, we will keep it as it is. And then we can click apply and okay. All right. Now from here, we can go to home and then paints. We go to processes. Okay. You can see now we have some processes here. Input, stratigraphy, geophysics, structural framework, corner point gridding, property modeling, upscaling. It's easy to be afraid with all of these things, but yeah, we can learn it step by step. Okay. So processes, paints, processes. And then we go to utilities. We find utilities there. We open the drop-down menu. I will make it like this, okay, for better view. Okay, in utilities, we have make edit polygons, make edit surface, make simple grid. All right, so we will use polygon, or we will make polygon, surface, and also simple grid in utilities. Okay, now we go to make simple grid, double click. Okay, this is the wizard for make simple grid. We have input data, geometry, tartan grid, and in input data, we have skeleton only, or if we have the available surfaces, we can also use insert surface. Okay, and then we can get the surface using these control buttons. But we will use skeleton only. We will start very simple. And the grid you can call 3D grid, and also, yeah, you can name it as per your preference. Okay, and then I will maintain the 3D grid. And then for the top limit, okay, the skeleton for top limit, it will be constant, the constant surface or constant elevation, all right? It will be flat, okay? And also the base limit, also constant, it will be flat. And the Z value will be minus 1000. Minus means we go down, okay? Vertically we go down. That's the significance of the symbol minus, okay? Minus 1000. That's our top limit. And for the base limit, I will use minus 1100. So it means that the distance between the top and the base will be 100 meter. Okay, 100 meters, or also you can say that the thickness of our model is 100 meter. Remember, we are using metric system here, and the length will be in meter. Okay, so minus 1000 and minus 1100. Now from input data, we go to geometry. Now we have x minimum, y minimum, x maximum, and also y maximum. I will make it like this. So the center point will be 0, 0. So x min, it means that I go to the left, for example, to the left about, not about, at 500 meters. Okay, that's go to the left, and then x max, I go positive 500. So the length between x minimum and x maximum will be 1000 meter or 1 kilometer. Okay, that's the size, the x direction size of my model, 1000 meter, 1 kilometer, minus 500 to the left and positive 500 to the right. And for the y minimum and y maximum, it's north and south. Okay, so to the south, minus 500, and to the north, 500. So again, the distance between y minimum and y maximum is 1000 meters or 1 kilometer. Okay, so the width will be 1000 and the height will be 1000. The thickness of the model is 100 meters. Okay, and then for the grid increment, we will maintain the 50. Okay, the increment between each x unit, okay, 500, 550, and then 600, and so on and so forth. Okay, or I mean, because we don't have 600 here, so it means that 0, 50, all right, and then 100, 150, and so on and so forth. Tartan grid, hopefully we can cover this one. This is also very important and interesting. All right, we go back to geometry. Looks okay. Click apply. Okay. All right. Now we go to window here, still in home. Window. We can see 2D map or 2D window. And then we go to here. We are still in processes. Now, because I want to show the window, 2D window, we go to models. It means we will go to our created model that we have created, okay? And you can see this is our model, the new model. Open, you see our 3D grid, okay? Because the name of our model is 3D grid. Open again, and you can see the skeleton of our model, the faults within our model, the horizon, and then the edges, intersections, right? Everything owned by our model, okay? Everything that describes the model that we created, okay? And the name of our model is 3D grid. Now I want to show the 2D window. I have the skeleton, okay? I select the skeleton. You can see the skeleton in two-dimensional view, Okay, we have top skeleton, middle skeleton, and the base. Okay, okay, I push the left button on my mouse, I hold, and it will be like this. If I scroll, I will zoom in, zoom out slower. But if I hold the left button, it will be much faster. If I hold my scroll, it will be like this. If I push right click, it will be like this. Okay. Okay. And you can see this is the direction always pointing to the north, and this is the scale. All right. And this is a view, select. This is to measure distance and others. We will use these things later. Okay. So this is the skeleton in 2D window, two-dimensional window. Again, I want to show, but now in 3D window. Go to window, open the drop-down menu, find three-dimensional window. We have now 3D window, but still blank because we haven't selected anything. And now for 3D window, we select again skeleton. So now you can see I push the left button. I have the skeleton for the top and then middle and then the base. Yeah, I just like this. I can do that. Okay. I just throw the model and then it will turn like this one. Okay. All right. You can see the skeletons. So far, so good. Okay. I will make them straight. All right. So far, so good. This is our skeletons. Okay. Now from here, we go to window. Here on the left, and you can see the 2D and 3D. The auto height is active. I want to make the auto height inactive, so I will maintain this view. It makes the view more comfortable without auto hiding. Okay, you can open the drop down menu, you can expand like this so that you have a better control. Okay, so far so good. We are still in models here. All right. And then, wait a minute, in 3D window here, you can see we have compass, we have axis, we have automatic legend, performance indicator, light sources, artificial horizon, sticky cursor, interpretation window. Not everything here is very useful at any time or always, okay? They are useful at specific time, okay? Now, for example, I need to see the axis. Just select the axis and then you can see the axis. It's better. Okay, let's check. First, okay, minus 1100, minus 1000. So it means that our model is, yeah, should be like this. The top at 1000 and the bottom at 1100. So the thickness of our model is 100 meters. I need to make them static like this. Okay. And then that's for Z direction, right? And for the X direction, minus 500 to the left and positive 500 to the left. You can see, right? 0 to the right or to the east 500, to the west minus 500. And then if we turn the model like this, you can see to the north for 500 and to the south minus 500. And then you can see the increment of the grid is 50 and 50. Okay, so it is very beautiful. Okay, interesting. And then from now, you can see for the 2D window, for example, show the axis also. Okay, so you can see for the 2D window, the axis, and also for the 3-dimensional window, you can see the axis as well. All right, so far so good. And then if we go to the processes again, okay, processes. And if we go to the top, you can see corner point gridding. Okay, so it's corner point gridding, the gridding system using corner point. Okay, and then we need to create horizons. Okay, and again, everything that involve processes making something, right? Yeah, the processes you do in processes type. But if you want to see the description of your model, what your model has, you go to the models. Okay, now we go to the processes. You can see make horizons here. Double click. All right, make horizons with new model, which is 3D grid, the name of our model. Okay, and then we will create horizons. I want to create 2 horizons, append item in the table, 1 and 2. Okay, so we have horizon number 1 and horizon number 2. I will expand it a little bit. Okay, you see, we need to input the horizon with something that is available already. Okay, and we need to input the horizon here. Input container for surface, lines or points. Okay, and we will call the horizon from the skeleton. Okay, so we go to the model. If I want to find something, or if I want to find the skeleton of my model, it means you will go to the model. Okay, you go to model and you can see the skeleton here. Okay, I want to create the top model as the horizon or top horizon. Okay, I want to use the top skeleton as the top horizon. Okay, so I point like this one, and then I go to the top skeleton, right click, and then I push convert to surface. Okay, and then click this one, get surface lines or points from selected item. I have selected the top skeleton and I push this button. Or something happened. Accept points, polygon, surfaces, surface attributes, interpretation attributes. Okay. Let me try once again. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, I see. I think I did some mistakes. The horizon will be in input. So let's find the input. Here we have input here. And then I will expand this one. Okay. Yeah, we have like this one. Maybe I will delete this first. Okay. delete content, and also delete this one. Yeah, yeah, this is the mistake that we need to be careful. Okay, all right, let's start again. Because here what we need is input, we need to get the input from this input tab. All right, but first I will change it. The name will be top horizon and base horizon. Okay, the horizon again will be taken from the skeleton. So we go to the model, the skeleton, right click, convert to surface. All right, now you can see we have top, mid, and base, as the skeletons that now they turn to be input. Okay, so for the first step, I select this one. Okay, I select the top, get surface, lines, or points from selected item. Okay, so now the top horizon is based on the top skeleton. And for the base horizon, this one will be from base. Okay, base. I selected it and then there. All right, so far so good. Okay, so from here, we go to apply. Okay, now you can see the horizon, right? Now you can distinguish between the skeleton and the horizon. The two horizons that we have are colored by red color here. Okay, the top horizon and the bottom or the base horizon. Whereas here we have the skeleton. Okay, all right, so far so good. So we have skeleton and we have the horizon. Okay, and because now we already have horizon, it means that we have that horizon in our model. So if you go back to the models here, you can expand the horizons. You can see top and base horizon. Okay, you have skeleton, you have horizons. If you insert the fault, later on you will have your fault in this new model. Okay, now we will create some layers. If we want to create some things, then we need to go to processes. Okay, go to processes and okay, minimize the corner point gridding, but we will still use corner point gridding. Find layering. Okay, layering. Previously we make horizons. Now we make layering. Double click. All right. Layering with new model, or in this case, 3D grid. And you can see top to base, the name, calculate yes. Now the zone divisions. If you open the drop-down menu, you can find proportional, follow base, follow top, follow surface, or fractions. In this case, we will start simple, proportional. So by proportional, it means that the layers will be divided with the same thickness. Okay, same thickness. And if I have number of layers 1, then of course I only have one layer. If I have 2, then I have 50% of the total thickness and 50% of the total thickness. If I have 3, then 100% of the thickness will be divided by 3. If I have 4 layers, it will be divided by 4, etc. Okay, let's say I want to create 10 layers, number of layers 10, like this. And we can maintain anything else, the others, as per default. Okay, so we have 10 layers. Click apply, click OK. Okay, and then we go to property modeling, still in processes, property modeling, expand it, geometrical modeling, double click. All right, and you can see for the method in settings, constant value or absolute context, cell angle, cell height, cell width. For this simple example, we will go to absolute or relative depth. Hopefully we can discuss about the other thing later on. But again, we are in geometrical modeling. It means that everything here we have to model or to model the geometry of our model. Okay. And we select absolute or relative depth. Okay. We select negative depth. It means that with negative, it means that as we go down, it will be deeper and deeper, higher and higher in number, but negative. And then for this one is absolute, and the coordinate will be real coordinates. Hopefully we can discuss about Simbox coordinates later. Okay, and then for the property template, of course, absolute or relative depth, it's all about elevation. Okay. Okay, click apply and click OK. Of course, now we have something in our model. Okay, and then if we go to the, wait a minute, properties, we expand it. We have elevation general. Okay, yeah, like this one. Now you can see the layers of our model, but they are in same color. Okay, you can see. If I right click at this model, now you can see here, show or hide grid lines. Okay, now we still not very, yeah, it's still blunt like this. I want to show the grid lines, right click, show, hide grid lines. All right. Okay. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 layers with the same or proportional thickness. Okay. This is our static model, and the model shows the grids. Okay. And I think we can call it a day. Hopefully you can start to understand, you can start to learn about Petrel. Now we are still in static modeling process. Hopefully later on, we will go and discuss dynamic modeling. All right, so thank you and see you again.